And we were both firing at him, and then he didn't come all the way in at us. So I think we must have been hitting him, because he all of a sudden he peeled off. But what happened was he hit my right gun. I didn't know. I thought the damn thing just jammed, and I kept pulling on a charging handle and tried to reach around and do something, but it wouldn't fire. So I only had one gun. Then another guy came in from up this position. He came at me, and I had to put my turret way around and fire upward because I only had one gun. And then he was firing at me, and the turret is operated by a hydraulic unit, which is behind me up back here, and it must have got hit, because all of a sudden the flames come up between my legs like this. So I said, I gotta get it. Meanwhile, before I got out of the turret, I kept reporting on the intercom, we're on fire, we're on fire, we're on fire. So I fell out of the turret, which disconnected my oxygen mask and everything. And so I decided to go up front and see what was going on. And both waist gunners were gone. I saw one of the waist gunners standing on the catwalk, and the bomb bay doors were wide open, and he had his shoe. We all had chest chutes. That's a good thing to point out. We didn't wear our chutes normally unless we needed them, because we were in turrets and we had to walk around and so forth. So we had the chutes fastened next to the plane, next to our turret. So I was going forward, and I saw him standing on the catwalk, and he had a chute on. So then I saw the whole front of the plane was on fire. So I mentioned to his name was Bill Shell, by the way. I mentioned to Bill to jump. So when he went, and then I realized I didn't have my chute on. So I had to go all the way back to the burner turret, unfasten, put the chute on. So I figured, well, I better get the heck out of here. So the B-24 back near the tail turret has a big hatch, and the hatch was all beat up, and I guess from shells and so on. And I had to crack it open, and one of the hinges was all busted and so on. And then when it was open, I sat on the forward edge of it, and it just dropped out. You know, so I started spinning like this. I don't know why, but I started spinning. So I figured next time I see this guy, I'll pull the ripcord. So I did, and boom, I stopped falling, and I started to come down. And as I was coming down on my chute, before I had bailed out, and of course the nose gunner and the bombardier had bailed out before me. And I was coming down, and the guy was shouting at me, and the nose gunner was right below me, and I was afraid I was going to land on him. So what I did, I pulled on the riser. And you pull on the riser to make the chute move. And I pulled on the riser, and I dropped like a rock. This is the last damn time I'm going to do that. But I did miss the nose gunner. And I'm coming down, and it's a farming country. And this woman sitting under a tree getting the sun, you know, of course she's the enemy, but she's a woman. So I'm coming down, and I thought I was going to land on her, so I shouted, and of course, and she looked up and she screamed to high heaven, naturally, and it took my mind off of things. And what I did is I hit the eaves of a farmhouse, and I came straight down and broke both bones in this leg here. And meanwhile, I always had a piece of flak in that same leg, and I got burning it up in here.